So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. Exclusively designed by Nixie Nax Arts, we bring you our second exclusive mat with the colossal Rainbow Neos taking on Red Eyes Dragoon, using both Dark Magician and Red Eyes alongside Elemental Hero Neos and of course Rainbow Dragon. Produced by Venom Battle Gear, this is an exclusive mat only available from their site. You can get this mat both with and without zones, and it can be shipped worldwide. What are you waiting for? Visit venombattlegear.co.uk to get your own exclusive Rainbow Neos versus Red Eyes Dragoon playmat.
What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr Games and I'm bringing to you guys a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile slash update slash whatever you want to go for it. So this is one that I've been working on for quite a long time. I always like to mess around with the Blue Eyes deck just because there's so many ways you can build it. Guard Dragon, Fusion, Pure, Ritual, like Synchro, just like so many ways to build Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's absolutely crazy. I've gone for this particular build just because I find this to be more fun, gives a lot of options, it's very Kyber inspired. Like there's so much that just makes this particular profile very cool, very fun to play. Gives the deck other options that it can do, a lot of plays that it can do. It's just really cool. I really like this variant. May change it up in the future and just go for like just strict pure like Blue Eyes, only do Blue Eyes things, that kind of thing. I've never been a fan of the Guard Dragon variant just because it just uses Blue Eyes as just like a form of hand advantage where you just like and Saruja fodder. Like it's not really something I personally enjoy and call a Blue Eyes deck. So it's not that variant. So if you're not a fan of that variant, be glad that you can be glad this is not that. So this is very unique, very cool, very fun. So before I get into this, give us a like and subscribe down below if you enjoy this video and all of our other content. If you do enjoy our other content, hit that notification bell, because if you enjoy a person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content. So hitting that notification bell helps prevent that. And all of that is greatly appreciated. And we thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, let's get into this Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile. So starting off with, we have the OG guy himself, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Any artwork can do. I fight between this artwork and the Bonds Beyond Time artwork. Not Bonds Beyond Time, the Dark Side Dimensions artwork. Both of those are my current favourites I currently own. Otherwise, the Blue Eyes on the Kyber Court building would be my next favourite. Will probably be the one I play, but that one's very expensive. So, yes, you gotta have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. He is everything in the deck, as you saw in the extra deck earlier. There is fusion monsters involved, and fusion monsters involve 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. So, you play the 3 vanillas himself. I've dropped alternative down to 2. Just because he can be a brick, he can be a bit dead in the hand, so I dropped him down to 2 because you search him when you need him. You got your free melody of the Awakening Dragons, so if you need the alternative dragon, you'll always have a way to get to alternative. And once you've got one in circulation, you just keep reviving it. So easily summon a new one if you need to, so you would never really need the 3rd. So I took the 3rd out. And then we have the last of the big Blue Eyes monsters. We have the 1 Dragon Spirit of Light. I don't play Solid Dragon. I'm going to wait for that reprint to get Solid Dragons and that kind of stuff, like Bingo Machine Go-Go's, for me to then implement into my own personal decks. But Dragon Spirit of Light is something I definitely play anyway. It's very versatile, hits that back row, tag out into a Blue Eyes for the extra damage and things like that. So the 1 Spirit of Light. I then do play what I personally think is the better alternative dragon in terms of like how flexible he is. 3 copies of Nebula Dragon. Nebula Dragon is really good in the deck. You have so many level 8s in hand, you have the Blue Eyes in hand, you can always have a Blue Eyes in hand. So being able to just easily resolve Nebula Dragon for either double link fodder or that XC's play, which I'm mostly using for, is very handy, very easy to do. So I play the 3 Nebula Dragon. I only wish that he was like 3000 attack, just because then you can search him with Melody, but you can't have everything. So 3 copies of Nebula Dragon is something that I do highly advise you guys play. Not to say to replace the alternative, but as like additional copies of alternative in a way. And the last of the big dragons we do play is the 1 Chaos Dragon Leviathan. Searchable with Melody, easy to summon. Like, it's just a very flexible card. The reprinted artwork just makes it much cheaper for all your budget players. Moving on to the Lord Tuners, we have the 3 Sage of Eyes of Blue. Searches out your eggs, searches out your effect veiler. Is level 1 tuner, and what I sometimes use him for is his other effect where you can just discard and target a monster on the field, blow it up, and summon the Blue Eyes from deck. So sometimes you need that additional Blue Eyes on board for that fusion or rank 8 play. And Sage of Eyes with Blue allows you to do so. I just think it's a very versatile effect, very good card. That's why you play it at 3. For the eggs, I played just 2 Stones of Ancients and 1 just normal Stone of Legend. I never needed the 3rd Stone of Ancients, so that's why I dropped it down to 2. These just help you get to your Blue Eyes, whether it's in the hand via Legend or on field with Ancients, and you do use the Grave Effect of Ancients quite a lot. And then we have the 1 Effect Veil to run up the tuner monsters. You can play more copies of Effect Veil if you wanted to. I'd probably would bump it up to 3 if I were to go for a more die-hard Blue Eyes focused pure deck. But at the moment, 1 Effect Veil is good. Search it off the Sage, and there you go, you got your hand trap in hand. And here is the mini engine for the deck. This is the engine that I really do enjoy playing in the deck. Very Kaiba inspired. If you haven't guessed it, it's ABCs. Yes, this is Blue Eyes ABC. I love this little engine in the deck, thanks to Union Driver. Like, Union Driver just made the ABC engine so versatile, so splashable. It's great. I love it so much. So, if you don't know what the ABC engine does, I'll put the Union hanger here as well. So, what this engine does for the deck is it just gives the deck another boss monster. It gives the deck a 1-card play that fits the theme, or just so happens to fit the theme, the Kaiba theme. It's a 1-card play that gets you a boss monster. It gets you a form of disruption through 1 card, and it's very, very handy for doing so. That 1 card is Union Hanger. If you open up with Union Hanger, you can get an ABC Dragon Buster on its own straight away, just for that 1 card. Then everything else can be built up upon that. So you could have a hand of like Union Hanger, Nebula, and a Blue Eyes in hand. You got an ABC Dragon Buster, a rank 8, and a Dragoulion, who gave you that rank 8. All from just, and a Union Carrier as well. All from just 3 cards. Very strong, very powerful. ABC Dragon Buster is very good in the deck. Like, being able to discard the cards in hand, those dead cards in hand, like your Blue Eyes, your Stones, to get you that extra advantage. In that form of disruption as well. It can tag itself out to get you 3 more materials for either a rank 4 play or a link play. Like, it's just very, very good. The only way the engine dies is if you open up the driver. So you could arguably bump up driver to 2. I've been thinking about that. That's why it's in my sides, like, sleeves of like options for the deck. But it's just something I'm really enjoying. You don't have to play. You can easily replace this with anything else. That's why it's very, very handy. It's just a 7 little mini card engine deck. You can replace this with anything, whether it be more Blue Eyes cards for a more pure Blue Eyes build. These can be your dragons for your Dragon Link build. This can be your Chaos engine for your Ritual build. Like, you can do whatever you want. It's very, very flexible. So that's why I thought I definitely wanted to show this, just because it's not only just something that I'm currently playing, but it just shows you that these 7 slots can be anything you want for any engine, for any type of build that you want. So why Blue Eyes is so good. So that's what I'm currently playing. Blue Eyes ABC. I'm not going to put it in the video title. I'm just going to put it as Blue Eyes White Dragon. If Dale changes it, Dale changes it. But definitely, it's just something I'm really enjoying. Again, it's just so Kaiba. It's just so Kaiba. That's what I love about it. So moving on from that, we're playing the one Dragon's Mirror, one Monster Reborn. Dragon's Mirror, I love the fusion monsters. I've just been preaching, every time I talk about Blue Eyes, I always preach for a Blue Eyes dedicated fusion spell like Red Eyes Fusion for the deck. Just to make the fusions more viable, but all we can do is just play Dragon's Mirror just because you're not going to play Poly. Like, you're not going to fuse from hand and field, let's be honest. So you just play the Dragon's Mirror, any ratios you want, hope to draw into it. When you draw into it, cool, you got your Blue Eyes Fusions. If you don't draw into it, well, you just beaten down with big 3k dragons. To go along with the Monster Reborn for revivals, we're playing the 3 copies of Return of the Dragon Lords. Just always been in the Blue Eyes deck ever since it got printed. For more searching, we have the 3 copies of Melody of the Awakening Dragons, so it's your Blue Eyes with Leviathan, whatever you need. 3 copies of Trading, we play tons of level 8, so this is like the best draw card for it. And moving on to like the newest cards, we have the 1 copy of Successor's Soul, and then to merge into the traps, we have 2 copies of Destined Rivals. I'm playing a bit more trap variant than most Blue Eyes decks, so I feel like most Blue Eyes decks at the moment are going towards more, I'm going to make a big rank A or a Synchro, and I'm going to back up my deck with traps and then just go off from there. These cards are great for the deck, absolutely amazing. I feel like these cards did more for Blue Eyes than it did for DM in one way. But yeah, these are really good for the deck. So Successor Soul, if you don't know what this does, these are from the megatins. So this is a quick play spell. You can tribute 1 effect monster and target 1 effect monster your opponent controls, send it to graveyard, and special summon 1 level 7 and higher normal monster from your hand or deck. You can only activate 1 Successor Soul per turn. You can only attack with 1 monster during the turn you activate this card. What's good about this in this variant is because you've got the ABC pieces. Once you make your Dragon Buster, you disrupt the Dragon Buster and you tag Dragon Buster out for your ABC pieces. You've now got just a floatable effect monster, just a monster that you just do not care about anymore, being one of those ABC pieces that you can just sack with a Successor's Soul, get yourself a vanilla or any Blue Eyes. So you get yourself a Blue Eyes from the deck. You can then start going to rank 8 with Synchros and do all that kind of thing, swinging your opponent for a damage. It's really good in this deck. I really enjoy Successor's Soul. I'll definitely keep it as a 1 of in the deck for sure. It may be bumped up to 2, maybe at maximum. 3 I can see being a bit too cloggy. Though this could go well. No, sadly it doesn't target your monster as well. So that would have been great if you like go, cool, Maiden. Like I believe that's what we were talking about when it first got revealed. But yeah, so Successor's Fall, definitely 1 to 2 of in the deck. Destined Rivals, 2 to 3 of, depending on what you want to do. So what Destined Rivals does is that it's a normal trap. If you control Blue Eyes White Dragon or Dark Magician, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls until the end of this turn. You can activate 1 Destined Rivals per turn. Really amazing card for the deck if you're going for a more back row focused variant. Like this one is. Just stun your opponent's going off, you can wait for team, you get to the Link Cross and Needle Fiber, you've got your vanilla Blue Eyes in play that you probably got out with a Successor's Soul. Like these two combo very well together. Like cool. Destined Rivals, negate your Needle Fiber, negate your Link Cross. Try and keep going. If they do, if they don't, great, well done. Yeah, so Destined Rivals I'll definitely play as a 2 of, maybe 3 of at maximum. Like well, 3 of is the maximum you can go, obviously, but 3 of can definitely be viable. Like I can definitely see this being played off here. So 3 of, but I think 2 is the perfect ratio. Because we've also got Skill Drain deck anyway, which is essentially another copy of Destined Rivals. So Skill Drain is very good in Blue Eyes. I feel like recently it's just been like a main deck staple in Blue Eyes decks, just because you can get the game to just like a beat down deck, beat down game state. So you're gonna win that with Skill Drain and your 3k Blue Eyes dragons that can just easily get summoned. So yes, that. And then 2 copies of the Ultimate Creature of Destruction. So I see people playing this as a 3 of. I've only got 2 copies, so I'm only playing it at 2. I think 2 is a really good number for the deck. I do really like the Ultimate Creature of Destruction. So that's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck. Let's get those 3 dragons there. Yeah. For the extra deck, this extra deck is very just like stuff that I feel like I will be summoning. This is a very flexible extra deck. You can do whatever you want. I do play the ultimate alternative, the one Neo Dragon and the one Twin Burst Dragon and one ABC Dragon Buster for my fusions. This you can actually make naturally via just tagging out, tributing your blue eyes on the field. These are for your Dragon's Mirror targets, and the ABC Dragon Buster is obviously because I'm playing the ABC engine in the deck, so the one Dragon Buster because it is at 1. Hopefully by the time this is out, this video goes live, this will be bumped up to 3 or 2, which then if it does, I'll definitely play more ABC targets in the deck, or I'll just up the ABC Dragon Buster. For the XCs, as you can see me flopping it around everywhere, the one Tigaster Emerald for the 1 rank 4 play. Because we're playing vanillas in the deck, you can actually use your ABCs if they do live on the field. Next turn to make the Emerald can then revive the blue eyes and go off from there. 1 Divine Dragonite Felgrange because it's just nice and generic effect negation. It's very flexible in terms of on how you can detach its effects to get that blue eyes back in grave. The 1 Hope Harbinger Titanic Galaxy, the 1 107 Tachyon Dragon, and the 1 number 97 Dragoulion. Tachyon could be whatever you want in terms of a number target. I just gone with Tachyon Dragon, so I can use Tachyon to make the Hope Harbinger via Dragoulion. Though it can be the Heart Earth Dragon as well. That's another option I see people doing. For Synchros, I've only got 2. I literally just playing the Azure Eyes and the Blue Eyes Spirit in this particular build. If I was going for a more Blue Eyes focused build, like not using the ABC pieces, swapping those out for just generic Blue Eyes support, I'd definitely be upping up the Synchros, and I'll go for more Synchro variant, like a more Synchro route for the extra deck. But these are the ones I can just see myself playing, because I got easy level 8s to summon, all the Blue Eyes, and I got the level 1 tuners. I'll make this and then make this afterwards, tagging out to this. Is that. And the last 4 slots in the extra deck are just some good generic versatile links. So Topologic Bomber Dragon, could be Zero Boss, it could be Bowler, it could be Access Code Torgo, whichever you want. I just gone with Bomber Dragon because the burn and the popping, and him on his own with an ABC Dragon Buster, if you can do that, is very, very strong. And even then, just him on his own is pretty good. You can replace Pentastag with an IP Masquerader. It's probably something I might do in the future, just to make the Bomber Dragon a bit more powerful. But the piercing damage does come in handy. The 1 Union Carrier because you're playing ABC, 1 Link Kuriboh because you got the level 1 monsters to summon, tag out into a Link Kuriboh and just do things from there. But that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts down below what you think of this build, what you think of this variant. Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's fun? Do you think it's something that you'd probably try out in the future? Is it something you're already trying out? Or do you think that this is not a good variant and you'd go with something else? If so, just tell me the variants that you personally play, what you personally think is better. I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. Blue Eyes is a very versatile deck. There's a lot of different ways to play it, which I think is what makes it so good, what makes it so fun to play and build and all that. So, as always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, as always, happy dueling.
So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. Exclusively designed by Nixie Arts, we bring you our second exclusive mat with the colossal Rainbow Neos taking on Red Eyes Dragoon, using both Dark Magician and Red Eyes alongside Elemental Hero Neos and of course Rainbow Dragon. Produced by Venom Battle Gear, this is an exclusive mat only available from their site. You can get this mat both with and without zones, and it can be shipped worldwide. What are you waiting for? Visit venombattlegear.co.uk to get your own exclusive Rainbow Neos versus Red Eyes Dragoon playmat.